Ya
Hey,
yeet,
Lamau.
it's your two goons, I and Illusion, the kings of Trick of Eye, the ones who puppet the NPL from the shadows, here with our week 4?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I
week
think
4.
this is week 4 battle. And you know, the only way NPL can ever shackle us is to make us face each other. So here we are, facing each other for week 4. You know, we're recording together because this is both of our channel. Also, we're too lazy to record it separately on our own, so we might as well just do one big video.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we were in a call when we were playing this, and I was like, Illusion, you want to record this live? And he's like, nah.
Nah, dude.
So that's why we're recording it post-com.
Yeah, if we recorded live, depending on what would have happened, I would have been triggered, or I would have been triggered.
No, you know what? I don't.
Even if I got hacks, I wouldn't have been that triggered. Although I would have held it that I only lost because of hacks, because that's the only reason I lose.
Well, that and poor plays, poor prep, and stuff like that.
I've never played poorly or prepped poorly in my entire life, and that's an indisputable fact, proven by the scientific method. But that's neither here nor there. We got our teams to the side, our young sticky notes. I don't think you do sticky notes in your videos. I don't watch your videos because they're not as good as mine.
Well, if you did watch my videos, you would know that I sometimes do sticky notes and sometimes don't.
Yeah, but we got our teams on the right here. I believe we both made trades at the end of this week, which you'll find out next week. But at the moment, here's our team. I'll go over mine. I got Z-Garchomp, Mega God Bomba Snow. Watched last week, that thing is busted. Victini, Klefki, Necrozma, Milotic, Rabombi, Snorlax, Torn, Z-Skuntank, and Heliolisk. And why don't you go over your team?
Alright, so I'm rocking the Mega Latios, Z-Tapu Bulu, Heatran, Crobat, Zoroark, Rotom Wash, Piloswine, Blastofelon, Diancie, Heracross, and Regigigas.
So, just going over the matchup, what were you most scared of on my team, and what was like your philosophy in building your team? This is a prelude.
Well, like looking at your team, looking at my team, a couple things scared the hell out of me. One was Garchomp. I think is a monster in this format, especially kind of versus me. It kind of forced me to bring Piloswine because I had nothing to revenge, like whatever Garchomp. Because Garchomp could be a number of things. It could be Scarf Chomp, it could be SD sub, it could just be bulky. And then there was a Victini, which is also a huge threat to me. Victini could be whatever, really, as well. And then of course Necrozma, and those were the major 3 threats I think I was really concerned with.
You neglected to mention my biggest threat, Young Abomasnow.
Oh yeah, of course, Mega Abomasnow. The biggest threat that I didn't prep for accordingly.
Yeah, so like for you, the mons that scared me the most were Blastofelon, Megalodi, and Crobat. Crobat was scary because my whole strategy with this team building was Hazard Stack, and both Crobat and Lottie pretty much all reliably defogged. But that's the main reason I was scared of him. Blastofelon,
Okay.
I have some answers to Blastofelon in things like Snorlax, and Snorlax, and maybe even Milotic, but not really. But there was a lot of sets you could have ran, like Trick or like Knockoff if I was the Berry set, or like just a lot of stuff you could have ran to take advantage of my Snorlax. But I was hoping you wouldn't bring Blastofelon because I could bring like Banded Pursuit Lax or shit like that.
And you know what? I was very close to bringing Blastofelon. A Blastofelon set that I had in mind that I traded out for Regigigas was like the one set that just bodied your entire team.
Oh yeah, if you brought that set, it would have been lost to team preview.
But I was like, you know what, Regigigas, you need your time to shine. You are the true god of Mons, so let's see what you can do. You'll find out as to whether or not I was disappointed, or you can indicate from my tone.
So okay, let me go over my team real quick. I got this Mega Abomasnow. This thing's coming every week. Don't at me. Sub, Earthquake, Blizzard, Giga Drain. So I brought Sub because you don't have a switch in to Abomasnow, but you do have Heatran as a pivot. So I wanted to stop you from pivoting around. So say I'm in on like something like Bulu and you're like Choice Scarf Lock, or even like Zoroark and your Choice Scarf Lock. I could sub up on that as you go Heatran. And even if you're a balloon, I can break the balloon with Blizzard. And if you're not balloon, I can earthquake behind the sub. So it pretty much made it so I don't have to predict. So that's why I brought this sub. And you don't really have a good Abominable answer.
I mean, I kind of actually don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, Heatran's kind of an answer, but not really. If you predict it with earthquake. So.
Yeah, and like the sub, it's like once I'm behind a sub, like Heatran's in trouble.
Yeah.
And then next I got the Garchomp, Earthquake, Outrage, Self-Rock Substitute. Funny thing about this set is, I don't know why, but I just wasn't scared of Bulu at all. Like, in my mind, I can't explain the reason why I didn't think Bulu would come, but I was literally not scared of Bulu at all. So I'm Earthquake, Outrage, Stealth-Rock, Sub, no Poison Jab. So this thing gets walled by Bulu completely. But I just had a feeling it wasn't coming.
Honestly, you probably could have taken off Sub on Chomp and just put Poison Jab. That probably would have been a lot safer.
Yeah, I just wanted. What was I subbing for? I was subbing for like
Infiltrator Crobat.
I was subbing like on the Will-O-Wisp or some shit like that.
From what Blast? Oh, Rotom Wash. Yeah, that makes some sense.
Yeah, that was the idea. I sub up on the Will-O-Wisp, and then I can get a Z Outrage, and then you're I wanted to like, I thought Rotom Wash would have been your most reliable defogger, so I wanted to take advantage of that and just Hazard Sack you.
Yeah.
Next I got Klefki, Spadef. This is for Mega Lottie. I could pair that, Spike, Flash Cannon. I have defog just in case, is honestly, is all I can say.
Yeah.
Like, if I need, like, I have Victini and Mega Abomasnow, and sometimes rocks will be more harmful to me than it is to II. So I just have to defog just in case. Mega Lottie answer.
Why were you Flash Cannon for Diancie?
For Diancie and for Piloswine. Piloswine was also a big threat. It weakens Piloswine more than Dazzling Gleam by a big margin.
Okay.
That was actually neglected to mention that Piloswine was something I also really wanted to get rid of. Because it was bulky. Next, I had this Choice Scarf Final Gambit missing 4 EVs bikini set. So this is my dedicated suicide lead, where I just lead and Final Gambit and get a kill.
Your Klefki set was missing 4 EVs too.
Dude, who need those 4 EVs are the handicap I put on my self.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my lead. I just lead Final Gambit and something dies. That's the idea. I actually, the reason I brought this set was just to catch Heatran. Like, if you let
was that big of an issue for you?
Well, the idea was that without Heatran, you don't have a Blizzard switch in, and then I could just with Spikes up and then Hail.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get rid of it for Abomasnow to go Hammer. Okay. Next, I got Goat, Snorlax, Curse, Rest, Sleep Talk, Body Slam. Blastofelon's not coming, so who needs Ghost coverage?
Man, I'm so mad at myself that I didn't bring that set. I was like, well, he's definitely gonna bring Pursuit Snorlax because
dude, I knew Bulu wasn't coming, and I knew he'd be scared of the Pursuit Blastofelon. But honestly, the main reason I brought Body Slam was I just wanted to hit the Heatran and pair it. Real talk.
Yeah. I think I actually thought you'd be Curse, Earthquake, and then Recycle. I think that's what I thought you'd be, or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna be bringing the Recycle set, but Thick Fat for for Magma Storm better, and Blastofelon, just in case you did bring it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, you could knock off the Berry very easily with your team, and you have a lot of experience with Snorlax, so you know how to deal with the Berry set. Next, I brought the Light. Shoutouts to your short story from YouTube. I was expert belt, like very speedy Necrozma. Very speedy Necrozma. So Photon Geyser, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, Dark Pulse. I pretty much just wanted this to come in, be fast, and nuke your Pokemon. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think there's anything on your team that doesn't get 2-hit KO from this, except for like Regigigas.
Which I did end up bringing.
If I predict right, it pretty much 2-hit KOs everything on your team.
Yeah.
With the evo.
I think I was surprised in the match that you just made it max speed.
Yeah, I actually brought it max speed for
Heatran?
I think Heatran was the main thing. Adamant Heracross, just things like that, and like Speedy Rotom Wash. I just didn't want you to like para my shit or like kill me with Heracross, so I just brought max speed. Also, no, another thing is like I wanted to outspeed your I wanted to outspeed something if it was parried. I can't remember what. Like Scarf Blast of Felon or something. I wanted to outspeed that if I was parried.
Okay.
So yeah, let's get to your team. My team is you see my team, and then here's II's team. Computer, please. Technical difficulties. Oof.
That's not my team.
That's definitely not your team. What the heck? My computer's hella lagging right now.
It's the Minecraft.
Oh, I forgot I had Minecraft playing in the background.
Yeah, that's my team.
So why don't you go over this?
Alright, well, first up on the list, we got the Piloswine. Definitely Scarfed. We're Eviolite, as always, as Piloswine is. Stealth Rock, Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Spear. Pretty standard. Max HP, just enough speed. I think I outsped Mega Bomb, so modest. Yeah, I think so. I think that was the idea behind that. Really not much else to be said. Next up, we got Heracross on way to Golden State. We got Mega Horn, Close Combat, Knockoff, and Feint, Assault Vest. This thing took hits from Mega Bomb Snow a bit easier. It was basically a switch in case I wasn't in case I thought Illusion was gonna predict Heatran to come in. Mega Horn for pretty much Necrozma. Hits a lot of things neutrally. Close Combat to do a lot to Snorlax, Knockoff, and then Feint for priority. There wasn't really much else I wanted to put as a fourth move besides Feint. Feint helped with
Feint is interesting. I didn't know you had Feint, but that's cool. That's cool tech. Like pick off a mon at like 1%.
Yeah, and obviously Guts for Milotic. Heracross is also my Milotic switch-in because I really like my team does not have very good Milotic answers either. Like my team has a lot of issues that I will try and fix after this week. So I'll be making a video about that. But yeah, my loading answers are like 0, so that's why I have AV Heracross. But then next up we got Heatran, Air Balloon, Taunt, Hidden Power Ice, Earth Power, Magma Storm. This set kind of stops Snorlax if it's not Earthquake or Body Slam, and he pairs me every turn. Magma Storm is to trap things, obviously. Earth Power is to hit things that are on the ground, and then Hidden Power Ice is for Garchomp. Just in case. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So does this speed tier outspeed Modest Necrozma?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. That was the idea behind that, because I didn't think you'd bring like Tim and max speed. I thought you'd be like bulky combine or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much explains that. Next up, we got Trick of Eye.
Dude, the Illusion.
The Illusion. Choice Scarf, Trick, Low Kick, Knockoff turn. I was planning on leading with this just to try and catch like a Victini off guard with Knockoff or something like that. A U-turn for momentum like on Mega Bombasnow, or just to get out of there. Trick, okay, so I have Trick because Snorlax scared the hell out of me. I didn't want that thing to just set up and win, so that's why I have that. And then Low Kick is also to hurt Snorlax, as well as other things like Mega Bombasnow and the Garchomp. Yeah, that pretty much explains that. Rotom Wash, not Wash. Oh, that's a trash name. Why did I name Rotom Wash that?
Not Wash, dude. He doesn't shower, Rose.
Anyway, I have Defog, Hydro Pump, Hidden Power Fire, Volt Switch, Mega Bombasnow.
Oh, for Bombasnow.
Biggest throw on the entire team. But yeah, mainly a bulky set with Defog.
Pretty fast. What was the speed for?
Okay. What was the speed for? Max speed Mega Bombasnow maybe? Or no, it was for... Because we don't have to Mega Evolve first turn in the NPL, so in case you were like max speed of Bombasnow, I didn't want you to outspeed Rotom Wash, so...
I can see that.
And then finally tier S, the Regigigas, Sub Knockoff, Power Punch Return, the Garchomp counter, that's not a Garchomp counter. So originally I had Avalanche on it, I was like, Garchomp's not gonna be Z. Only a fool would run Z Garchomp.
What?
Let's make this Knockoff Power Punch Return, because he's definitely gonna bring my Lodic over Z Garchomp. And that is not what happened, but that's my thought process during.
Why would I not bring Z Garchomp?
I also wanted to show off Regigigas more than anything, really, this
Yeah,
match.
honestly, like mons like Regigigas and Abomasnow, bringing those Pokemon is more important than winning.
Yeah.
So let's get into the replay.
I also was debating. I think we went over this a bit, but I was like, all right, should I bring a Blastoise set that as well versus his entire team, or Regigigas? And Regigigas won. So the Blastoise set I had in mind that kind of just bodied was like it was Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and yeah.
Yeah, that set would have destroyed my entire team, and I would have had to click X. But we know they don't bring Bulu, and we know they don't bring Blastoise, so who cares?
Well, Illusion asked me before the match. He's like, "Hey man, what mons are you bringing?" And I'm like, "You know what, Illusion? Because you're my friend, I'm gonna tell you."
I said, I looked him in his digital eyes, and I said, "Are you bringing Blastoise?" And he's like, "Maybe." And I'm like, "Okay, he's not bringing it."
Yeah, but you want to just hop into the match?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay, like that. Boom. Switch the format. And yeah, so here's the prelude, the team preview, and your team actually looked nothing like how I thought it would look. But what did you think of my team when you saw it?
Dude, I didn't think anything. I was like, you know what? I've Regigigas. I'm about to win. I don't care what this man brings. Regigigas is about to go ham.
So like what I'm thinking, I'm surprised you brought Reggie. I'm like, okay, he didn't bring Blastoise, he didn't bring Crobat, he didn't bring Mega Lati, and I was super scared of all three of those Pokemon. So I was actually liking this like matchup at Team Preview, and I had my dedicated lead Victini, and then you had your dedicated lead Zoroark, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, I lead Scarf Victini, and you lead Piloswine, but this is in fact Zoroark, and I believe it's Piloswine.
You know what's funny? You know how the name says definitely Scarfed? Well, yeah. Technically it was Scarfed as Zoroark.
Dude, the trick of I. And yeah, so I want to final gambit this thing and get it super low.
Yeah.
And then you wanted just to knock me off.
Oh yeah, I just like knocking things.
So I felt like even if this was Zoroark, I felt like you wouldn't be scarfed. Just something in my mind said you wouldn't be scarfed. But you go for the knockoff. It doesn't kill because I'm max HP. And I just go for. I'm like, wait a second. Piloswine is he scarf Piloswine? Oh wait, it's Zoroark. I just final gambit here. I do negative damage to this Zoroark.
28% of Victini is 41% of Zoroark.
That's wild. Like I was actually debating decrease, like just U-turning there. But in case that was actually Piloswine, and he went like he ran, I wanted to catch your two walls off guard. Yeah. And so one thing this is nice though, because your Scarf knockoff, I can go into a Abomasnow and set up a sub. It doesn't break my sub because I don't have an item, and that's a free sub for me. And then you go Heracross.
Yep.
And this is AV, and when you saw me sub up, what were you thinking? Were you scared?
No, I was expecting sub, to be honest.
Alright. Yeah, I just go for the blue.
And another thing is, like, Heracross was good this match, but it wasn't really, this set wasn't, or the team you brought wasn't necessarily the reason why I chose to bring the set Heracross is, because you don't have Milotic. So Heracross doesn't really need to switch in too often.
Oh yeah, I also brought that Victini set for Mega Lati, just to OHKO that.
Yeah.
That's what I forgot about, because that's your other V create switching. But yeah, I just go for the Blizzard here as you go for the Mega Horn, so you don't get the defense drops. If this world was just, you would have missed, but alas.
Alas. Anyway, I do connect the Mega Horn, and of course Illusion connects the Blizzard and Hail.
Dude, doing that big damage, but now I can't stay in. I could go like he can CC here or he can Mega Horn.
I mean, yeah.
Like I could go Necrozma predicting the CC, but if he Mega Horns again and my Necrozma takes a fuck ton of damage, that's pretty much like killing my my greatest wall breaker and win condition in this matchup. So I'm just gonna go Klefki and hoping he Mega Horns, and then I could like go for Spike or just Dazzling Gleam or Flash Cannon him. Which is not going to do any damage, but still.
Yeah. And I think you go Klefki and I close combat.
That's a lot of
That
damage.
does a ton of damage.
Holy shit,
So,
that was some damage.
Do I just CC again? No, I don't.
No, you don't. I think you switch out.
I
You
let
should-
Klefki live.
What made you want to switch out? Did you not want to get parried?
Anyway, yeah. I mean, I figure Heracross is like, okay, I kind of still need this thing for Snorlax because I don't have.
Yeah, in case if I'm like the Curse Recycle set, it actually destroys your team right now.
Yeah.
Like even if you knock off or like trick, like if you like knock me off my berry, I still could do a lot of damage to your
Still
team.
do a ton of damage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you go Rotom here and do you defog? I can't quite remember.
I do defog.
Yeah, you defog as I go Abomasnow.
Yeah.
Oh no, you Volt Switch.
No, I Volt Switch. Why didn't I defog?
Yeah, I was figuring you defog and then Abomasnow. I think it lives in HP Fire even at 75%. But yeah, you Volt Switch. Spikes are up, which is good for me. You go Heat Ran, revealing the balloon, and
yeah, I didn't go Hera. How much HP does Hera have at this point?
40, 37.
Yeah, I think I died to Ice Shard, right?
I believe you did. If I had it.
Yeah, if you had it.
Which
Otherwise, I would
Which I might have had.
Yeah.
If I had Ice Shard, I think I would have sacked the Abomasnow here to Ice Shard the Heat Ran.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go Snorlax on the Magma Storm. Expertly dives the move. This with elaborate coordinated dance moves with Snorlax. I just want to break this balloon, and you can't let this balloon be broken, right?
I mean, I can. Like, it's not the end of the world if it does break. It was mainly for like Earthquake, or it was mainly as a surprise factor for like Scarf Chomp in game.
Yeah, I felt, but like actually
at this point in the match, I don't think you're Scarf Chomp.
Yeah, actually, the reason I needed this broken was for Earth Power and Necrozma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like if I get rid of if I weaken Regigigas and get rid of this balloon, I can pretty much almost sweep your entire team with Necrozma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just wanted to break the balloon, so I just go for the Body Slam. Actually, I curse here, I'm pretty sure. No, I Body Slam. No para, must be nice. And right here, I feel like this is free rocks for Garchomp. I wasn't scared of this thing at all.
I should have got Brock Confused Ray, Reggie.
I for real, I was not scared of this thing at all. I'm like, what is this thing gonna do? Ice Punch for like 30%?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just actually no, I don't get it my wrong. I say I'm not scared now, but I actually was scared. I'm like, wait a second. If this thing gets out of slow start, I might be in trouble. So I just wanted to kill it.
Yeah, no. So I don't play this properly. I don't prep this properly, and that's why Regigigas dies. I don't know why I went for knockoff there. I guess I didn't think he was the.
I feel like knockoff was okay in case I was Scarf or had like a berry or something.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
If I was like Yachi berry, that could have been important in the end game.
No, that wasn't important. I shouldn't have knocked.
Yeah, so yeah, I just killed this thing. Like maybe I could have gone for rocks at one of these points, but like I actually did not like want him to. I actually didn't want you to toxic or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting toxic, and I was expecting like ice punch. I didn't want you to get too much damage on my Garchomp, so I just wanted to kill it off.
So I just sacked Reggie because I could.
Yeah, you go into the fake the real Piloswine.
Yeah, that's the Zoro, definitely.
Like
what do I do? I think I icicled here.
Yeah. I can't. I don't want my Garchomp to die. That thing's hella important. It's pretty much faster. Like you got one thing that surprised me is your team's super slow.
Yeah.
Like you have Zoroark as your speed, and then after Zoroark, Necrozma at max speed outspeeds everything.
Yeah, and I think that's a bit of a issue mainly for my team composition more so than anything.
Yeah.
Just how my team is built.
Hey, yeah, so right here you go for the Icicle Spear. I was expecting Icicle Crash. I was pretty much sacking this off in case you went for rocks. In case you went for rocks, in case you went for Ice Shard, things like that. So you Icicle Spear, get 3 hits, lucky dog. Should've just got 2 hits.
Icicle Spear was actually for like things like Sub Garchomp, so.
Yeah, which I brought.
You were.
So right here, I feel like it's a no risk play for me to go for Giga Drain, because even if he goes for Heat Ran, I'll break the balloon and put him in range of the spikes damage and Earth Power from Necrozma.
Yeah.
But II's a lucky dog, and he gets 4 hits on Icicle Spear. Man, must be nice to be this lucky.
Lowest of rolls.
Must be nice to be this lucky.
Look,
And
those were 9, right? Those were 9%, but in the previous turn I got a 10%. So
dude, even if you got 3 hits and they're all 10%, I still would have lived. So. So yeah, I go what's his face, Snorlax here, and I just start cursing up, cause you can't hurt me. I just start cursing up as you go Rotom. I don't want you to trick. What? I see the leftovers, but I don't want you to trick. So this was actually, that's why I went Garchomp. Like, this is stupid in hindsight, cause you showed the leftovers, but I still thought you were tricked or something.
So yeah, I don't know why you did that. I mean, something else you guys gotta understand about this match is Illusion and I were in a call, so we were constantly trying to like fake each other out.
Yeah, I was saying something like, "Are you Scarf?" I think he said like, "I am." I'm like, and I saw the left. I didn't even see the leftovers.
I word for it. Then he took my word.
So what did you go for here? You just defog as
So I could hit those hydros. You know?
Yeah. And right here, I'm just gonna go for Z Outrage to get this low. As
Yeah.
You could have went for Will-O-Wisp here, but I was sub. So
I didn't have Willow.
Oh, you didn't have Willow, yeah. You Hydro here. Rotom is straight garbage and doesn't do damage. And I can just Rocks up here.
I really don't remember.
And Rocks are nice because they hit the Heat Ram, which is on Air Balloon. And yeah, you pretty much hit my Garchomp. Must be nice to hit 2 Hydro Pumps in a row.
Dude, it's because of defog.
Oh, dude, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Nice. See, I don't listen to details. I listen to my heart, and that's how I win. But right here, like, things are actually not looking that well. I'm down 5-3, but Necrozma could still pretty much kill his entire team. All I need to do is get that balloon popped and weaken Piloswine a little bit. Because I think Flash Cannon does like 60%? Something around that. It's like 50.
To Piloswine?
Yeah, onto Piloswine. Extra Bell Flash Cannon does like around like 60% or something like that.
Yeah, okay, so it gets a bit complicated. Well, we'll explain it the further we get into the game, but yeah.
Yeah, but right here I go to Necrozma, and I'm pretty much trying to kill you with Photon Geyser so you can't defog, and I do. Showing that I'm fast, Necrozma.
Yeah.
You go the obvious Zoroark.
Yeah. No, I go Heatran. What are you talking about?
You go the obvious Zoroark, and right here I just wanna I don't want you to knock me off. At this point, I don't want you to do anything to my Necrozma. So I just try to sack off Klefki, because knockoff won't kill Klefki even at 20.
Dude, I was surprised that you went to Klefki. I thought because Necrozma took every hit, so I thought you'd stay in.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to get a spike up and then go Snorlax.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, that makes sense.
with spikes up, I might have been able to pull it off, depending. Yeah, but Klefki even lived knockoff, and if you were Scarf knockoff, I could have just spiked up and got some damage off on you.
Dude, if I knocked there, the game might have been entirely different though.
Yeah, it would have. Because you trick here, and you can't actually kill my Klefki. So I just spike up. You go for a low kick, it does 8%. That was like a really bad play for you to go for low kick.
Well, I think I was calculating and knockoff didn't do much more either.
Yeah, so that's why I went Klefki in the first place, because knockoff didn't do any damage. So yeah, this is lets me get free spike damage. And that's me getting that spike up was so crucial because it's forcing him to sack his Heracross, which makes Snorlax more viable in the end game.
Well, you also have to understand at this point, I still think Heracross might outspeed Necrozma too.
That's true.
So I'm like, okay, Heracross is pretty much your only chance to do anything. So.
Yeah, but this lets me get up all my layers of spikes, which helps me chip down the Piloswine. Yeah, I go Necrozma on the Photon, the Heracross. And now that you go into Zoroark, I'm not scared because you just tricked the Clef Key. You showed knockoff low kick. I don't think I live knockoff easily. Oh no, I actually fucked up. Yeah, never mind. You knock off my expert belt. I go for the flash cannon, killing this off.
Who would flash cannon a heat train? Crazy.
You go heat red, right? And I go Snorlax, and my goal is to pair this thing until it's super low, and so I can kill with Necrozma.
Yeah, my goal at this point is to win with Clothesline, because Clothesline still does with a hit from Necrozma even after rocks.
Yeah, but fortunately for me.
So basically, I just have to not get paired once, because I do have the taunt, and I force Snorlax to never go for rest.
Yeah, but like I was fine with this because like I was gonna.
If I guess for that drop, that too could win me the game.
Yeah, cause like
get the pair there, and that's unfortunate. I can still win here if I don't get paired immediately, but I do. I can also still win here if I don't get paired immediately, but I think I do. Yep, I get paired twice in a row, and he goes for rest, and that's pretty much the game.
Yeah.
I could have won if I didn't get like. I get paired again just for lols.
I'm gonna be honest. The pairs, they're always in my favor. It doesn't matter who I'm facing. The pairs are in my favor.
Yeah, so if I just got lucky like once there, I think I could have pulled it off. But
yeah. Now that I realized in the end game, I forgot you knocked off my expert belt, so flash cannon probably didn't kill.
Yeah, and I get paired again, so that's like.
But I would have crit, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, true.
So I just kill off Heat Ran here, and pretty much the game at this point is mine. Because if I get one body slam off, flash cannon kills no matter what.
Yep.
And you can't even do any damage to me. Like Earthquake, that does like ass damage. And as you can see, like he can't even kill my Necrozma with like a triple crit. Yeah. Ice Shard.
And it's funny because I think I do crit you with Ice Shard.
Yeah, you do crit me. I'm like, I was actually doing it. I'm like, please don't crit me. Please don't crit me. And he crits, and it doesn't do any damage. Like, look at this Ice Shard damage.
Yeah.
So I beat. This is actually like one of the first times I think I beat you in video.
You've beaten me before.
I've beaten you before, but it's never been recorded.
And whose fault is that?
Every other time we faced on this channel, I believe I've lost.
Yeah, I mean we don't record too often. I mean we record NPL matches, obviously. No, you've beaten me in NPL. You beat me in NPL.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I only beat II. Easy.
Yeah. So pretty much has NPL down, and I have pretty much every other league.
So because II lost this game, he's probably gonna get kicked off our TMT team and replaced with Regulator. This is pretty much a battle for the last spot in our Trick of Eye TMT team, and fortunately I won.
Do you want to just go over trades and drops we made, just so?
Oh yeah, so
I'm
gonna go back a little bit on show you guys on the sticky notes over here what we traded and what we dropped. So for my team, I dropped Skuntank and Healers. Both of those mons are straight ass, unredeemably bad. And I would trade them for Aerodactyl and Xurkitree. And I believe this makes my team a lot threatening. Xurkitree is a lot scarier than Healers, and I think you'll agree, right?
Yeah, you had enough points to do that though.
Yeah. So I actually did like Xurkitree, Aerodactyl. I think is I had leftover points in my draft actually.
Oh, okay.
And Aerodactyl gives me no. Actually, I traded Tornadus as well. I think. Let me check something. These trades got pretty complicated, as they do in every league. But I know I picked up Aerodactyl and Xurkitree. No, I still have Skuntank. Bad Monstro. I got rid of Tornadus. I was gonna say for a second, when you said I had points, oh wait a second. Did I have points? But no, I got rid of Tornadus. The reason I got rid of Tornadus is because when you look at my team, my only rockers are Garchomp and Necrozma. And a lot of the time, those mons are like, they have such a diversity of sets, and having to bring rocks on one of them every week kind of limits me. Like
Yeah,
even versus II, like it was hard for me to bring Scarf Chop because I had to bring rocks on something, and I wanted this Necrozma set. Yeah, and Circuitry is just 10 times scarier than Heliolisk. Like every matchup I looked at, Heliolisk doesn't do anything. I don't know. It's just bad. Like it can't muscle through. Heliolisk can't muscle through anything, but Circuitry can muscle through everything.
Yeah.
And I'll change your showing the Discord servers. Yikes. And what trades did you make again? You got rid of Diancie, you got rid of Heracross, you got rid of Zoroark and Megalati.
Yeah, basically everything highlighted you got. So instead of Mega Latios, I now have Mega Guard. Instead of what was it, Zoroark, I now have Como O. Instead of Diancie, I have Drapion, I think. Nope, Galvantula. That's Galvantula. Yep, so I got Galvantula and Drapion. And the reason why is because I think the drops I picked up were better in a way, because the team I had before was kind of they had breakers, but they were all slow and they couldn't beat other breakers, if that makes sense. Webs also helps that with Webs helps with Blastoise on Mega Gardevoir, obviously.
Like and even in this matchup, like I know, like you notice, I didn't bring any recovery or any walls on my team. I had Snorlax and that was it. Like I didn't even have to bring my Logic. I didn't have to bring a bulk into Necrozma because like offensively your team wasn't that threatening.
Exactly. And Mega Latios is good, don't get me wrong, but it has to have the right synergy. And I think the team I had before just wasn't cutting it for most other matches I faced.
Yeah. Like, even building, I noticed there's a lot of overlap over Blacephalon and Megalati. So things that walled Blacephalon also walled Megalati most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So you bring one Mon and it's a catch-all solution to both of them.
And also the team I have now, it gives me more in terms of hazards. When otherwise beforehand I only had rocks, I think. So,
yeah, so I think that's it, right? That's all we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, see you guys later. Peace.